Jaleel, Lilathon, day 15. Yesterday, took a great break for the birthday. You know, everybody has to have that mental break. Everybody has to have that day off. But we are halfway through our marathon. It doesn't end after the 31 days, but this is the end goal. We want to get through 31 days straight. So today is going to be a special episode, very informative. Very informative. So be ready to learn. Make sure you guys ask questions because we're answering everything. And I'm also here to get a lot of game from this guy as well. Very strong activist in the city. I've learned a lot about him in the past couple of days when it comes to his content. He's a very, very smart guy when it comes to African-American studies, you know. So I think I'm going to learn a lot here. So ladies and gentlemen, brother Jamaal Shabazz.
Peace. I want to say thank you, brother, not just for having me on your platform and letting me further connect with the people, but thank you not just for what you do, but for who you are, brother, because you're doing a phenomenal, brilliant, and blacktastic job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
I appreciate you. Okay, so how this is going to go, I'm going to let him pretty much guide us through this journey of this episode. He's coming with the topics. This is going to be funny for me because I usually come with the topics. I usually come with the interview, but this is where I want to be more a listening ear so I can learn more from my end. So most of the time this one is not for promotion, but it's more so for learning. So this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to learn. So the floor is yours, brother. And we can get into the conversations.
Oh, for sure, brother.
Yes.
I'll say the first one I can start off on is we're in the month of October. And it's a lot of people that reach out to me to help them with different community events, services, whether it's with content on social media, helping promote it or helping set up the event, or they asking me how can they better evolve things to make the event more impactful for the people. And I've had to respectfully turn a few of them down, right? Because they were centered around Halloween, right? And I don't celebrate holidays, at all. No,
understandable.
Now every now and then it might be one like Memorial Day. They will start about Black folks. I might do Kwanzaa, even though I don't agree with Muammar Karenga, the founder of Kwanzaa. The core principles and values are integral for our progression as a people. Right. But I don't celebrate holidays, brother. If I may ask, do you celebrate holidays?
Specific ones. I believe in certain ones. I love Thanksgiving, not necessarily like a celebration, it's just a way for me to get together with my family. My mother loves to cook. That's her favorite holiday. Christmas, sure. I'm not big on Christmas. I
wonder why, brother. Why is that? I don't mean to cut you off.
That's what we're here for. So it's so funny. Me and my fiance have two different takes when it comes. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it,
bro. To get like you.
I appreciate you. So me and my fiance, we have different takes when it comes to Christmas. Of course, it's like the season of giving. You know, everybody has their look on that. But for me, I don't feel like when it comes to spending to celebrate Christ, it's just not my thing. I don't necessarily believe in gift giving or whatever. I do it out the kindness of my heart. It doesn't have to be a specific day for me to spend hundreds of dollars. Or it's just like the purpose of it is just like it never made sense to me. It's like you should be able to celebrate whoever you worship every day. It shouldn't have to be a specific day to when everybody locks in on it.
Sure.
I feel like holidays are not shadowed, but covered up by a lot of your beliefs are covered up by holidays.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like that's really my take on that. I don't believe in the gift givings. I don't believe in all of the other stuff that comes with the theatrics of holidays. I would rather just live in the now.
Yeah. I love how you're very intentional about that word.
Very intentional about theatrics.
Because I lived in Germany for almost a year while I served in the military. Yeah. And their holidays are different. Oh, there's some parallels when it comes to American holidays. Yeah. But another reason why I don't celebrate holidays is because on American calendar, the Gregorian calendar, it's 12 months, right? Yeah. In America, there's not a single month where there's not a holiday, whether it's a major holiday socially or a federal holiday deemed worthy of celebrating. Right. How do we celebrate a holiday? By spending money we don't have. Yeah. The cost of basic life essentials are rising, but wages aren't rising. Right. Like we already don't have the capital to sustain ourselves, to progress ourselves. Generally speaking, we're all going through some type of financial strain or challenges today, right? Right. To the economy. Yeah. So every holiday just perpetuates and supports capitalism. Yeah. And then the anti-Black history of a lot of these holidays. Yeah. Even goes back to the mighty Black man himself, Frederick Douglass. Right. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something between the lines of holidays were meant to kill the spirit of insurrection amongst slaves, or enslaved Africans, our ancestors, right? Because we all working 2 or 3 jobs just to pay rent, just to break even, car issues, just to afford the basic life essentials and necessities, right? You can barely afford them,
right?
And we all getting burnt out, ready to crash out. It's like, oh, we ain't gonna crash out because Christmas around the corner. Oh, let's just keep going hard because Thanksgiving around the corner. Let's keep going hard because Halloween is around the corner. Valentine's Day. Back to what you were saying, like for Valentine's Day, for example, right?
Yep.
Why do you have to spend money on the one day the system or white people tell you have to spend money to prove that you love, cherish, and care about somebody?
Right.
You can do that every day.
Exactly.
They want you to spend money on that one specific day.
Yeah.
To where, they can get that bread from you, right?
Right.
And then we get more poorer and they get more richer.
Right.
Same with Christmas, right?
Yep. There we go.
When it comes to Christmas, I never attack anyone's religious beliefs or ideology or theology,
right,
or religious system or practice.
Yeah.
But Christmas, I tell my Christian brothers, hey, and Christian sisters, I tell them, hey, pull your Bible out and search Christmas.
Yep.
It's not in the Bible. It's not mentioned in the Bible once.
True.
You got the falsified imagery or depiction or picture of Jesus, right?
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, it don't matter what color Jesus was. Well, if it don't matter, then why was he turned white? Why is Santa Claus a white man? Why is it that black people are working 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different jobs to give their child a so-called good Christmas and all these gifts, right?
Right.
And then give credit to an obese, melanin deficient white man, Santa Claus. It's the white savior complex.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to come up with white solutions for black problems. Black people are incapable or unable to solve their own problems that have taken place and have been generated systematically, institutionally, through racism, classism, all the above.
Right.
We have the unique power and ability to do. We have the unique power and ability to do for ourselves, to liberate ourselves.
Right.
But one way we have to do that is to cease from celebrating these holidays. I mean, even Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Black people, our ancestors couldn't even celebrate the first 100 or so Thanksgivings, man.
Very true.
Because Emancipation Proclamation wasn't until 1863, and the whole country didn't even know about it until 1865.
Yep.
The first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims, first of all, them European or Pilgrims slaughtered the indigenous people, the native people in droves.
Right.
Trail of Tears. Then you had the Indian Removal Act in the early 1800s. Like they were slaughtered in droves. That was the first Thanksgiving. You can be thankful every single day.
Exactly.
And your auntie trying a new recipe in the kitchen, so that turkey gonna be dry anyway.
Right.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah, that's very true, man. But like you said though, you can be thankful every day when it comes to these certain things. I feel like I don't want to cover or shield my feelings behind a specific day to where, I have to act like what if I'm not like happy on one of these holidays? What if I'm not feeling the love on February 14th, So why do I have to act as if I'm feeling like this today, but on any other day that I do feel like I feel loved, or like on any other day outside of February 14th?
Yeah.
Then what is it? What does it symbolize? Like what is it?
And then folks a lot of us out here, brothers, living check to check.
Exactly.
A lot of black folks don't want to admit that.
Yeah.
But bro, we all
a huge
out
percentage
here,
of us, for sure.
Hey, and we a lot of black folks don't want to admit that.
Yeah.
Right? It's tough out here, bro.
Yeah.
And then it makes the individual feel inadequate, or they're less than someone else if they can't afford to get their significant other a Valentine's Day gift. You can't afford to have a good Thanksgiving, a good Christmas. Then you feel like something's wrong with you internally. No, it's the system that maneuvers disempowered people to feel like they're doing something wrong, but it's the system putting that on you.
That's a fact. Wow. Yeah. Now that's a great way to open my eyes to that as well, bro. Now that's fire, because it's like we have similar like takes on it, but you have You
surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, because normally I ask people about holidays, people are just all the way for them. You're probably the first person in a while that had some, especially as a Christian. Yeah. Because I know a lot of Christians celebrate all the holidays, even with the paganistic connections or ties. Yeah. So you did surprise me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I always tell my mom, I believe in the higher power, but I also walk in the faith. I walk in faith
for sure.
every day, but it's just more so I don't want to live my life how people think I'm supposed to live my life. I can think for my own, like for myself. So I think a lot of these things trap people into not thinking for themselves, and everybody has to live the same way to feel successful. You can be successful in your own ways. You can think for yourself.
Come on, brother.
And then, you know, and not have to live by the book.
Talk to him.
You know,
talk to him.
That's
brother.
my thing. You don't have to live by the book to be successful.
Sure.
And I think that's what got me in the rooms that I have been in. That's where it's taking me now, because I'm okay to speak for myself when it comes to certain things that I believe in, because I only can live for me. I can't live for you.
Yes, sir. I love how you said that, man, because it's a lot of things I do that may not be the most conventional route or approach.
For sure.
And it's hard for me because sometimes it's like, everybody's doing that. And I want to do it, but I can't take that route because, it goes against what I stand for.
Exactly.
Or, I have a lot of information. I got a long way to go and a lot to learn still.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of knowledge and thorough understanding of information because I read and study Afrocentric and Black focused books, literature, other works, and materials. Right. So it's like, I can't celebrate these holidays because I know what they're about. Yeah. And I know it's not good for our people, so I can't do that, even though I might feel lonely by myself when everybody's getting together on Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's like, I got to be the one to set that foot forward. Yeah. It's like, I can't do this and do that because I know better. So sometimes as, leaders like we are, leadership is often lonely, man. Always. Yeah, like extremely lonely. Jesus felt lonely. Yeah. For the Christians, Muslims believe in Jesus as well. They know it. It's a lot of deities and pivotal, notable Black figures across the course of human history, existence, and human record. Yeah. That had their doubts of loneliness and depression because they had to. They were trying to establish a new path. Yeah. To lead our people towards liberation, like Martin Luther King, bro, he had severe depression and anxiety. Yeah. He smoked all the time because Martin Luther King was so depressed. Mighty Black man, have a good day, brother. Thank you for what you do. Malcolm X used to see a therapist almost every other day towards the last year or two of his life. Yeah. He was going through depression and anxiety. Rosa Parks, Toni Morrison's, Earl Neal Hurston's, a lot of them. So learning about them, going through some of the similar things that we're going through, right? It makes you feel like, something is not just wrong with you. If they went through it too and persevered and triumphed to help the people, then I'll be okay. I can do it if they can do it. Right. Dang, that makes a lot of sense. Especially like the amount of our people that goes through depression is just crazy because we have to we don't have to, we choose to find different ways to cope with it instead of getting the actual help that we need. So it's crazy because I just lost a friend to suicide, I think 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah. I'm there too. Yeah. The folks I left, I'm truly sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Man. And it's just like, it's more so like it's hard because he had the help around him, but you can never tell anybody what they're going through until they're ready to deal with what they're going through. Thanks. So I think that was probably the hardest thing for me and the guys. It was just like, we want to help you. We want to be there for you. We want to be that call away that you need. Yeah. But it's more so one of those situations is like, you also got to want it for yourself as well. And that's the hardest thing that I had to deal with when I was like, just trying to realize or understand what's going on, because it's not in these situations, it's not for you to understand what's going on, So that's why, going back to what you said, I was like, we choose to go through certain things in certain ways instead of getting the initial help. And I think that's the biggest thing that I would love to push when it comes to what I want to stand for or what I want to speak on when it comes to like public settings and gathering our people. I would love to speak on suicide awareness because we can be the change. Oh, for sure. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just getting out here and getting in the field and being the change is what's going to help everybody. I agree, brother. Most definitely. How you doing, man? Great. I definitely agree with that, brother. I mean, we're both testaments to that. Yeah. I mean, I've had my bouts as well. Even when I was in the military, that was my lowest. Yeah. Even as back in being in the civilian world, sector, I've had my doubts of that too, brother. Oh, yeah. Like, and it's tough. One way I've been able to, I won't say fully alleviate myself, because I get down. Yeah, always. I get distraught. We're human at times. Yeah, but one thing that helps me is self-medication or self-healing through bibliotherapy. My highest level of formal education is a high school diploma. Yeah, I didn't go the collegiate route. Yeah, Malcolm X's highest level of formal education was the 8th grade. Right. He was in prison. Right. When he had his transformative journey. Right. By reading books. Yeah. Same thing with me. Like, I read the autobiography from Malcolm X in 2018. I was about 20 or 21 in the military because I joined when I was 18, got out when I was 23. I'm 27 now. Yeah. And when I read about his life story, it was so many parallels and similarities. And I'm like, wow, he was just reading books and he changed his life.
Yeah.
And that's why I read so many books now. Long story short, that's why I read so many books now. I mean, it's a book to solve almost any issue or problem
that's going
on today.
That's fire. So when was it for you when you found out like books was it? Like, I just got to get into books because all of the knowledge that we're hiding from ourselves are in books.
Wow. So that's
when did you figure that out?
I'm 27 years old. No, they're closed, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Have a great day, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Joined the military 2016, got out in 2023. I joined when I was 18 because I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. Yeah. It seemed like everybody knew what they wanted to do. Some brothers was going, and sisters, hey, I'm going to this college, I'm going to this university or prestigious institution. Oh, you going to this trade, I got this job lined up. And some brothers and sisters, depending on who you bank with, they can flip $100 to a honey bun. Yeah. You know, I don't condone scamming. Yeah. But at least they knew what they wanted to do. Exactly. But then there was me. I didn't know what to do. Long story short, a recruiter came to school. He wrote me in. And I ended up joining. Yeah. And they specifically try to get Black, Latinos, and Hispanics to join. The ones that have a family history of economic or financial situations and don't know what they want to do and stuff. Right. They specifically target us. Yeah. But long story short, I'm in there for about 2 years now, and I'm hating the Army. I love the people I've met from innumerable geographical locations, but I hate doing Army stuff. Right. Excuse my African. Nope, I ain't gonna cuss. You're okay, brother. Yeah. Now, you're okay, brother. This is very raw and uncut, and of course, when you get all of the footage, you can cut it up as much as you want to. Oh, for sure. But because I'm going to send you the full vibe. For sure. So, also the chat is saying that they love your energy, brother. There's a lot in there. Yeah, bro. Man. I have a live chat going on there. This is my first time going live and streaming before. Yeah, it's amazing. So you said, and I see people on social media, hey chat, how y'all feeling? Now I can do that. Yeah, now you can do that. How y'all feeling, chat? Exactly. Hey, I ain't never did that. Yeah, so make sure y'all always hitting us with questions. And make sure, like, if y'all are interested in what we're talking about as well, chime in so I can let him know what you guys are feeling, and then he can go off of what you guys are saying as well to answer some of your thoughts. For sure. So let's keep it going though. What else we got? But I was in the military about 2 years. I'm in the barracks playing 2K. You know NBA 2K? Yeah. Oh yeah. Advocate, strong advocate for the game. Unfortunately, bro. So I'm in there playing 2K in my barracks room, which is basically like college dorms for college students, but barracks are living quarters for soldiers. Yeah. My guy Jared Marshall from Texas. I met people from innumerable geographical locations. He's from Texas. I'm whooping him, bro, waxing him. I remember at that time. So you nice. Bro, I'm still nice. I'm still any console, any team. Yeah, we got to play sometime, bro. Like, for real. We're going to do that. For sure. Let's do that. I specifically remember I had the Rockets. I only got the Rockets because he used to get the Warriors. Yeah. And you know you trash. You had to get the Warriors. You had to get the Warriors, bro. And it was like bad. 2019 Warriors. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they still tough. All them. So I had to get the Rockets. Yeah. I'm whooping him. Long story short, you know how to get when they get mad. I said, man, I'm tired of playing this game. Man, I'm done with this. I'm like, that's because you was losing. He said, man, I'm about to go to my barracks room and read this new book I got. It's called The New Jim Crow. Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. And it was Friday, man. You know, I don't drink no more. Yeah. But I had some Hennessy. Yeah. You know, I had a little lady friend come over later. Yeah. For sure. Getting your night started. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I ain't worried about reading no book. I got the Hennessy. I got something coming through tonight. Man, gone somewhere. Right. Then, long story short, I woke up the next day. And I was at a low point in my life. I woke up the next day, I get on social media. It's like, wow, I feel remiss because I can't remember the brother's name. But I'm on social media. I'm like, wow, another Black person got killed by the police. Yikes. I know every group of people have their own wants, needs, interests, concerns, issues, and challenges. Right. But why is it that we as Black people, Black Americans, African Americans, people of the African genotype, we go through more hoops and hurdles than any other group of people? Why is it that everybody in my family always struggling? We can't never get ahead. And that I was at a little point in my life. Like, man, I might as well try something new. Yeah. You know, my guy Marshall, I said, hey man, I want to try something new, man. You know, I gotta try something different. I want something different to happen in my life. Right. What's that book called? You told me. I said, I don't remember that text to me. I'm gonna go to the store, go get it. Yeah. I go to Walmart, right? I call him. I said, bro, I'm at Walmart. I don't see the book. Yeah. He said, Walmart? I said, yeah. He said, bro, you can't get no book like that for Walmart. You gotta go to Barnes and Nobles. Right. I said, all right, do I go to Nobles first or Barnes first? He said, bro, Barnes and Nobles is one store. I said, I try to play it off. Yeah. I said, I knew that. I was just seeing if you pay attention. I'm on my way. Go to Barnes and Nobles. I get the book. Do not support Barnes and Nobles. They be exploiting the people. Really? That book you paying for at Barnes and Nobles, you can go to half price books or to the Black-owned bookstore, Jamaal Bookstore, and get it for half that price, bro. I've never been there too. I have to take a trip there. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on. Yeah, appreciate that. But I read the first 20 pages of the New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration, Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. And first of all, I didn't realize how low my reading level and comprehension skills were, because them 20 pages took me like, bro, a long time to read.
Like to read and understand it?
Yeah. It's very academic, but still, I'm like, what? I had to what does this word mean? I got to look it up. What does that mean?
Right.
What are they saying?
Oh.
But then I shut the book and I'm just staring at the ceiling in my barracks. I'm like, bro, wow. I've never been exposed to this type of information.
Right.
The delivery, the connection. I related to it so much because coming from a black woman and she's relating it to the black experience and the black phenomena and giving these solutions and also the initial causes and factors and effects of the black plight. And I'm like, wow. Long story short, that led me to now I have over 200 Afrocentric and black focused books, literature, other works, and materials. Right. That allowed me to create my Knowledge of Self trivia app. Yeah. It teaches you black history, black culture. Yeah. My board game, my animated series, my lecture speeches, my content on social media, all my viral videos.
Yep. I have all of this in the links too.
I appreciate that, brother.
For sure.
And all the celebrities that have tapped in. Yeah. A lot of people think just because celebrities like and share my posts, they think like Erykah Badu, Chris Tucker, Brandon T, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. A lot of celebrities, Anthony Hamilton.
The list was crazy. I saw the list, by the way. The list was crazy. You hitting the demographic that we're looking for too. Yeah. So that's insane too. Congratulations on that as well.
I appreciate that, bro.
They asked what the book was called again.
The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness. The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. Okay. And with these celebrities, like I'm sharing my posts, people think I'm actually talking and communicating with them. It's like, bro, I'm still working through. Well, I left my third job. Now I'm still working 2 jobs. Yeah. I'm still grinding. It's 2025.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I drive a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix. Yeah. I'm still grinding like everybody else.
We got to get to it, man. That's all we can do.
Yeah, but it's a, there's no success story without an initial struggle. Right. If Malcolm X can grind and face adversity and triumph, I can. If Toni Morrison can grind, face triumph and triumph and persevere, I can. Martin Luther King can do it, I can. If Harriet Tubman can do it, I can. If Fannie Lou Hamer can do it, I can. If all these pivotal notable black figures can keep following their pursuits and passion, keep the people in mind and incorporate things that can liberate the masses of black or African people on the international global aspect and scale and still stay true to the authentic or organic sales, and I can too. So, it's only temporary. My stuff gonna jump soon, man.
Now I'm loving this. I'm loving this conversation, bro. This is an amazing conversation. This is exactly what I thought it was going to be, bro. Because one thing I can say, man, I respect like how you carry yourself, bro. I like even like through the text, bro, back and forth. I was like, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common, and
I picked that up from looking at your platform too.
Yeah, I was like, we have a lot in common. What we say is what we mean, and it's just like that's how we feel. And I love the way that how you just carry yourself and explain yourself, and you're very informative, and that's why I was like, I have to do this, bro. I was like, I know somewhere down the path I'm gonna see him again, but in the same token, I was like, this is going to be the one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And especially like since you haven't done a live stream platform before, bro, I just wanted to see how you are as just a live guy.
Oh, my actual personality.
Yeah, your actual personality outside of clips.
People see me on social media, man, and they think I'm faking it, but I'm like, bro, this is really me. Yeah. I think that's why my platform pops. Yeah. Because I just hit 17,000 followers on Instagram, 10,000 on TikTok. Yeah. But the followers don't matter, bro. Right. It's about how you can positively impact the people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about.
Exactly.
But I think my platform pops because this is really me, man. Yeah. I mean, just add your personality to whatever you do. Make sure it's positive, constructive. It ain't, nothing perpetuating social chaos or destruction and regression. None of this crazy stuff. Like you can incorporate pop culture, incorporate cool, contemporary, modern stuff. Like I got cool stuff in my work. Yeah. But it got to be something where people can improve the overall quality of life. Cause it's so funny because my fiance was already hip to your content, and I had told her who I was going to like interview. Really? Bro. Yeah, she was already hip to your content. I feel like I was the last one, but of course I'm not from here, so it's just like Yeah. I appreciate that follow. Oh, Jay Moore, what's going on, brother? My God.
There you go.
This is how I found this mighty black man. My guy, Jay Moore.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, the mighty black man. Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, my fiance, she had put me hip to like more of your content on your page. She was like, go check this out. Go check this out. Go check that out.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm so serious. And then I was like, describe him for me. And she was like, intense. And she was like, this is going to fit you because I'm a very intense guy as well when it comes to, I'm a very passionate guy.
you're a critical thinker as well.
Always. I've always been like that, bro. So it's something I like to do. I like to pick people's brains. So I don't know why I haven't started this like earlier on in life, because I was more so at the desktop playing my video game. The start of this was just weird for me. I was like, I would never do IRL
God
content.
does everything, you know, divine timing for divine purposes.
Yeah. So when I found out, I was like, man, I think the difference between us not having like a streamer that's well known out here is because people are very afraid to collaborate when it comes to just meeting people of their own demographic, bro. It's just I want to know everybody in the city, and that's just my thing. That's my hyperfixation. Is like I want to know you. I want to know what you do. I want to get to know your business. Like I just want to support. Yeah. Like in any way possible, I want to get behind whatever it is, as long as it's positive. So that's been my mission. But yeah, getting back to you. You AI.
Oh, AI.
If that's where you wanted to lean, no, so you can control it. Go ahead.
When it comes to artificial, old school, man.
You fire, bro.
Old school.
I need one of them, but I'm scared of motorcycles. I fell off of them.
Bro, I'm terrified. I've seen a lot of stuff in the military, and motorcycles is one of the reasons. Being in the Army is one of the reasons why I don't ride bikes or motorcycles.
Really?
Man, we can touch on that later too.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that.
But when it comes to artificial intelligence, I'm not against AI completely. I'm just against certain applications of AI. Like when it comes to, I saw somebody on social media say there was a black researcher or doctor or whatever, right, that used AI to help detect cancer. Yeah. People who use AI to help them, gather their thoughts for something important, right? Using AI for if you need help writing an email or something, right? That's cool. Yeah. But in the creative space, I'm against AI 100% in the creative space or creative sector. Yeah. When people use AI for flyers, AI for album covers, AI for any type of creative or artistic form of expression, it's taking away the specialty of creating. Yeah. That's what it's your own unique sense of creativity, how you see something, how you perceive something, how you draw this, how you do that. Yeah. If everybody uses AI, and we can tell if something's AI. Yeah. Oh, it got that look. Oh, of course. Like, it has that little bubbly look to it. Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's going to decimate what creativity and true artistry is. I shouldn't use the word hate. I have a profound disdain for AI in the creative world, bro. Like, yeah, for sure. It makes life boring. What if there was 1,000 people who look like me? Even though I'm a good looking brother. My mama ain't raised no ugly ducklings. Oh yeah, for sure. But if it was everybody in the world looked like me, brother Jamaal, it would be bland. It would be boring. Like it would just take out the life in life. Yeah, that's a fact. So that's why, man, I just don't support AI in the creative space, man. It's so funny. I totally understand where you're coming from, because I believe it or not, bro, I'm not an advocate for AI. I'm not. Really? Yeah. Even though I use AI images for my flyers, it was more so like this is just my sense of getting out the flyer. Conveniency. Yeah, and I do know it's affordable too, but it's taking away an opportunity from a creative for somebody to learn something else. Yeah. Yes. So it might be somebody who offers and does flyers, and they're missing opportunity because it's AI. Somebody that does artwork or graphic designer, people use the AI. This is how they make their money. Yeah. So yeah, that's totally understandable. But it's so funny. Before I started this series, I didn't use AI. This is my first time using it. Really? Because I feel like, as you said, it takes away from certain jobs. Certain things is not accurate about AI. I'm also, like you said, a critical thinker, bro. Yeah. So a lot of things that people get from AI, TikTok, you name it, it's not too many good things out there on the internet. I'm not an advocate for the internet at all. I was more so like if you want to get the information, get it from like a reliable source, somebody that lived it, a book, or somebody that just, has the correct information. Thanks. And you can't really say that. Well, I would say a very well-cited source. We learned that in school from day one when we write our first paper. Always cite your source and know where you're getting your information from. Yeah. Anybody can give you a lot of BS on TikTok and just be like, okay, this is for the clicks. This might get the next person, but is the information correct? They're not gonna care. I definitely like how you said that, because I had to fact check somebody, because I knew just already they would say they used AI. Yeah. And it was something about Malcolm X. I can't remember specifically what it was, but it was something about Malcolm X. And when they gave the answer, you could tell it was an AI answer because they got the little dash mark on there. Yep. And emoji then, probably before it or etc. And it's like, I'm looking at the brother's platform, And I'm like, bro, you don't talk like that in real life. Like, I wasn't trying to insult his intelligence.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's not how you articulate yourself. You don't use them words in real life.
No, that's true, bro.
Got you sounding like you a
robot.
Yeah, a robot.
A robot.
Sound like a real life dictionary. You don't talk like that, brother. I know you use AI. That ain't you.
That's a fact, bro.
It's taking away authenticity and it just, I guess selfhood.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that. Like, so when it comes to AI, like I said, it has its hit or misses, but I don't condone, with me being in tech personally, graduating with my tech degree, it's like what you're trying to take away from me. I live it. I live it today. Yeah. So it's like, if they can figure out a way for AI to do this and then they shun me out or whatever, how do I make my money?
Thanks.
They do this to get rid of me. It's already hard being black in IT.
Come on.
It's already hard being black in IT because it's not.
I know it's a disproportionate representation.
When it comes to like my graduating class, I think I was the only black person.
How many in your class?
In my tech group, I think 7. It was like 76 or something like that. I was the only black guy in my class.
Out of 76.
Yeah, it was just me.
I know a lot of folks abroad, outside of America, they getting it because I know we're in the rapidly progressive technological era.
Yeah.
So you are brilliant.
Yeah.
A genius. Blacktastic for getting into tech.
Appreciate it.
But wow, you are a true titan, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate
you're gonna inspire a lot of black men and women to pursue things outside of the entertainment industry or the basics. Like Malcolm X talked about it in his book. He said the book came out in 1965. Malcolm X was born in 1925.
Right.
He talked about how at that time the only spaces or jobs black people thought they could be proficient at was in the entertainment business or in show business or being an athlete, right?
Yeah. And why is that?
That's just how, that's what that goes all the way back to minstrel shows, the history. Because I always say you have to study the history of a thing to understand what it is today.
That's fire.
So when we talk about even today, when a lot of black, I'm not bashing nobody that's an entertainer or athlete.
Yeah.
But it's almost as if that pursuit is not successful, a lot of black people give up or they do something that's not going to be beneficial to them or our people. Minstrel shows, right?
Yeah.
During slavery, they were more prominent in the 19th century.
Okay.
The 20th century as well. But minstrel shows is basically white people would get into blackface, right? And
I've heard of blackface.
Yep, it would be in blackface. This is also where the concept of American clowns comes from. They would have these big noses. Yeah. They put the afros on. They try to look black. And they would perpetuate these black stereotypes.
Wow.
And they would do it for entertainment. Hey, look at me. I'm a dumb nigger. I'm a dumb nigger. Look at me. Ha ha ha. Yeah. They do it for entertainment, right?
Right.
So then white investors and business people would invest to get black people to be athletes.
Right.
And make music, things like that, so they could be entertained by black people conducting themselves in athletics or in any type of music venture. So nowadays, man, a lot of black folks like, if rapping or singing don't work, or if they can't do nothing in sports, they kind of give up. Or they're doing a lot of just BS out here. So I don't knock nobody in athletics or music. If that's how you are being successful, do your blacktastic thing. But that's not the say all be all. So you saying you in tech, it's inspiring not just black youth, black adults as well. Yeah. Hey, you can pivot, take this path, this venture, this route, this vocation. It's not over. There is so much. We got, a black woman invented the home security system. Mary Van Britton Brown.
Wow.
A black man invented the traffic light, bruh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Garrett Morgan. A black man invented the ice cream scooper. Yeah. Black folks invented
peanut butter, right?
So people think George Washington Carver, he didn't invent peanut butter or the peanut, because that's a misconception. Thank you, because I want to dispel that. He took the peanut and he took I think it was yams as well, George Washington Carver, and he created different cures for sicknesses, ailments. He also saved the South after in the 1800s and showed them how to use your planting skills and cultivation so you can get more of a bang for your dollar when you're farming.
There you go.
George Washington Carver did that.
That's fire.
Like, bro, we invented so many things. So you shouldn't limit yourself to being a rapper or a singer.
Right.
So yeah, you being in tech is inspiring folks to, hey, you can do it.
That's fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now I appreciate that information as well. Let's see. Some current events. I know you wanted to hit on certain current events as well. So what are some of those? Like, we can talk about it. Let's do it.
Man, I want to say, man, it's a lot of Black folks who fall victim to Carter G. Woodson. It started off as Black History Week, and then it subsequently led to Black History Month. He wrote a book in the 1930s, the early 20th century, called The Miseducation of the Negro.
Yeah.
It was between the first 20 pages of the book. I'm paraphrasing, but he talked about something called tribalism, right? He got Black folks say, I'm a Black Republican.
Yeah.
I'm a Black Democrat.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hit
got Black folks that say, hey, I'm a Kappa.
Yeah.
I'm an Alpha.
Yeah.
I'm a Delta. I'm a AKA.
Yeah.
Or I'm a Black this, Black that. And that causes internal disputes and division. There's nothing wrong with having your own pursuits, your own identity. That's cool. Yeah. But that should never be the number one priority. Yeah. Number one focus priority. Or you got Black, hey, I'm a Black Muslim, I'm a Black Christian. Yeah. At the end of the day, we need to bring together our unique qualifications, skill sets, and unique talents and abilities and come together. Yeah. Because nowadays, there's a lot of things going on politically. Yeah. You know, I don't know why, but we got some Black folks who support Trump. We have some Black folks who support the Democrats, right? Right. But at the end of the day, what can we do to come together and fix what's going on with our people today? Because, I mean, if you study the history of Democrats and Republicans, the Democrats now used to support the ideas of the Republicans or the conservatives now, vice versa. Right. They switched after the compromise in the late 1800s of President Rutherford B. Hayes and Samuel Tilden. Then that ended Reconstruction, and then it was a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's just a lot going on today, man. And it's like, at the end of the day, how does this help Black people? Yeah. But I don't know. Current events. I know what's going on today, man. Donald Trump. What else is going on? He ain't nothing but a devil, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, you can hit on it. I'm telling you, it's raw and uncut. You can hit on whatever it is that you want to hit on today, bro. Bro, what Donald Trump is doing is nothing new. It's the same formula, the same recipe that they use to pin disempowered people against disempowered people, yes, but to keep Black people in some form or shape of domination and control. Right. Since the initial conception of America, Black people have never truly been 100% free. Yeah. It's always been in some form of a racial caste system, right? Right. Which is a system of control or bondage, right? Right. Systematically. Yep. The first one, first of all, Black people Africans had already been to America before. Yeah. Christopher Columbus, when he came over here, there were indigenous Native Americans here, and it was Africans here, right? Because we were all over we're the aboriginal people to inhabit the earth. Literally the first human beings. We predate all civilization, all organizations. We're the first human beings ever on the planet. Yep. So, what was I talking about? Because I know I'll be getting sidetracked. You
were talking about Donald Trump.
Oh, Donald Trump, yeah. The first racial caste system of slavery, right? Yeah. Physical bondage or chattel slavery, right? Yeah. That was the very first one to control Black people. After slavery, we had Black codes, right? After Black codes, we had Jim Crow. After that, we had the crack epidemic, war on drugs, mass incarceration. Now today, it's menticide, right? Yeah. Because they figured out, okay, if we try to control people physically, right, through imperialism, they're going to end up causing an insurrection. They're going to end up rebelling if we try to control them physically, right? Because you had for example, the Haitian Revolution in 1804, which was the first slave insurrection to lead to a formation of an all-Black nation or country. Yeah, that's why Haiti is poor today. Yeah, because the French, America, and it's another European or colonial power that still that charged Haiti for dozens and dozens of years for fighting for their freedom. Wow, but they were enslaved, right? Yeah, so they always find new ways. Today it's menticide. Now they're controlling us in different ways with what Donald Trump is doing, right? Right. He's basically trying to say what he's doing is not racist, right? Yeah. He's saying, oh no, it's not racist. He's coming up with all these different justifications and stuff. Right. But if you study excuse me, brother. Bless you. Yeah. If you study the history of it, it's the same playbook. Malcolm X said racism was like a Cadillac. You come out with a new model every year. It's the same exact thing. So
just like these phones. Yeah. Yeah. Just like the phones. Yeah. I told myself I would not upgrade my phone until it's completely broken, and I don't have any form of communication.
I got the same phone. I've had this phone for about 4 years now. Before that, I had the phone I had for 7 years. I had it through the military, all of that.
Wow.
Because it still worked. I still do my content. Folks be thinking I got a fancy camera. First of all, I can't afford no fancy camera. I can't. I use my cell phone. That's all I use.
Yeah. But that's also a good thing. There's so many different ways to make content, different, you know, it's to a point where we can make it as cheap as we want it to be.
For sure.
And capitalize off of the things that they try to capitalize on us, like for. So
definitely.
Yeah, that's another huge thing. So give me some of your events that you were like most proud of, or some of the events that you were a part of that you were most proud of.
Man, some of the events I've been a part of or I've done, I say, it took me a long time to get to where I have a long way to go. Yeah. Everyone has their own personal definition of success. A lot of people think I have been successful. I have been blessed by God to, you know, have a lot of feats and persevere. I got a long way to go. I worked 3 jobs to get the pilot episode from an animated series together. Really? And we're planning to do a premiere for it.
Really?
Even though it's on YouTube now. Yeah. Wow. Like, again, I'm not a rich brother financially. I'm not deep in my pockets, but I'm deep in impact and deep in spirit. I'm rich in creativity, rich in community, rich in spirit. I worked 3 jobs to get the pilot episode from an animated series together. Wow. Hopefully one day I get some investors. Yeah. I had to work 3 jobs to get my Black culture and Black history, now the Self Trivia app together. Because a lot of people love my app. But man, y'all know behind the scenes. Yeah. My app developer, he gave me a price. Yeah. And at first he gave me a discount. I said, brother, I know you got respect for me. I got a lot of deep reverence in the city, but do not give me no discount just because, you know, you support me. Right. I want to support you. Yeah. He gave me a price. I was looking at my phone. I said, but I said, my brother, I got 300 of that right now. I'm not trying to short you, but can I do payments? Yeah. And that's why it's good to have a good name out here because he said, yes, I trust you. Yep. On there time with all my payments. That's the word. Get my app together. Same thing with my animated series. That brother gave me a price. I said, okay, boom. My animator, I said, I got half now. Got to do payments because my name was good out here, right? Oh, yeah. People trust me. And I give them something to be trustworthy of. Yeah. So I was able to get and then it's 2025. Oh, yeah. I drive a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix. Yeah. That thing it got some giddy up. It got some room to it. Yeah, for sure. But that thing be coughing. That car be talking back to me every day. Oh, yeah. But when I'm driving, sometimes I'll be driving. Yeah. And I see another car. I'm like, wow, that's a nice car. Then I got to reflect. I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of things going for myself right now. Yeah. You know, I may not be the most financially up there like everybody else. Yeah. But I'm working. I'm grinding. I'm hustling. I'm going to get there. You know. It's just a process. Yeah. There's no success story without initial struggle. Exactly. I'm going to get there. Yeah. You know, all my viral videos and stuff like that. It ain't the likes and followers that makes me happy. It's people sending me DMs, people commenting, people sharing, hey, I learned this. Wow, I never thought about it like this. Right. You inspired me with this. That's what makes me happy, bro. Yeah. That's what makes me feel like I'm successful in my efforts. Yeah. So yeah, and then, that's your self-gratification is what people are getting from your content. Yes, sir. Yeah, and then amazing. Again, people think just because celebrities and famous people are liking and sharing my posts, then I'm talking and communicating with them. I am not. Yeah, no, they are not answering these DMs. I'm trying to email. My pockets is just like y'all's. Yeah, low. Yeah, but you know, I just got faith, man. Yeah, everything's gonna work out. Oh, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, my animated series, Fistful of Pie animated series is about. It's got comedy, romance, re-education, and liberation, all in one Black Sass work of art. Really? It's based off my Fistful of Pipe novel, my book that I wrote 2 years ago. And that's out everywhere? Yes, it is. Okay. Same with my board game, my app, animated series. Make sure you send me all of the links to these. I'm gonna attach it to the bot as well when I post it. Oh, for sure. I'll give you my Instagram and my website. For sure. Yeah. But yeah, I say I'm just happy about that, man, and being able to support others. I use my platform to help other Black-owned businesses and services as well. Yeah. Like, you know, what's the point of being up here and then your people is down here? Exactly. Like, you know, I'll do content at a Black-owned business, a service provider, a community center. Yeah. Black brothers like you. Yeah. That's doing anything. I'm like, hey, let's collab. Because I don't have a lot of capital and I ain't got a whole bunch of bread. Me either. But, you know, I got a social media presence and I have a great presence in the community in real life. Yeah. I can use that to collaborate and help other people. So we can all, you know, I just learned the other day, one of my guys, shout out Mufasa, he gave me a saying. He said, your network is your net worth. And that was like, it stuck with me. Like he told me this like last week, but that's all I can play in my head is like, your network is your net worth. He got locks. No. Okay, sorry. I thought we was talking about the same person. Okay.
No. Somebody that I met at school, very close friend of mine. But he said your network is your net worth. And I was just like, bro, it's all about who you know and how you apply yourself to the people that you know. And what is it that, what knowledge can you gain from the people that you know?
Yes, sir.
And what can they gain from you, like knowledge wise? So when you put all of that together and you guys know everything, is hard to not succeed. Facts. When it comes to these type of things.
Facts. And then us as a people, right?
Yeah.
Every group of people have their own wants, needs, interests, and concerns.
Yeah.
As Black people, historically, this is not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of fact. We have never thrived with these individualistic mindsets.
Yeah.
Being in America, right? We've adapted these maladaptive and dysfunctional behaviors and thought patterns due to European influence, European domination, and colonization. Right. And white people or Europeans can work individually and thrive. Yeah. When we do that as Black people, only a few or a select few of Black people can thrive. Right. Even during slavery, all Black people weren't enslaved. You had a handful of free Black people while the masses were still in bondage and suffering, right? So that's what happens when we have individualist mindsets. If we go back to ancient African civilizations, empires, kingdoms, and queendoms, women was running things too. Yeah, for sure. And dynasties, we thrived. We had that grand sense of ethno-aggregation, community, collective call to action. That's when we thrived. Yeah. We talk about the Ghanaian Empire, the Songhai Empire, the Egyptian Empire, the Benin, the Bantu, the Kush, the Axum Empire. I can go all day. Yeah, for sure. They thrive. We work together. If we go to African American and Black American history, when we had our community attack, the Civil Rights Movement, the Black Power era, a lot of other ones. Yeah. When we work together, we thrive. But due to systematic indoctrinations and stuff like that, nowadays we're more individualistic. But I feel like, dude, what's going on with Donald Trump? He's making Black. I thank God for Donald Trump. Yeah. Because all this crazy stuff he's doing is doing nothing but bringing Black people together. Exactly. It's making us realize, hey, we can't depend on a white system or white solutions to the Black plight or for Black issues. We have to do this ourselves and come together
on our terms.
Yes, sir.
On our terms.
We got to have unity. That's the only way we thrive as a people historically.
And it's crazy that you brought up that point for Donald Trump. It's weird to feel like this much unity because we haven't seen anything like this before. Of course, when Obama got into office, everybody was pretty much together. We had some stragglers that were like, oh, no, I don't agree with this. Let's go with the other guy, etc. But I think this is the first time that I feel like the majority of the Black people are for the people now. You still have your ones. Yeah, you got your ones. We do. But the majority wasn't, and it showed in the presidential election when they put out the analytics and statistics of that. I would say the percentages of other races kind of surprised me, but as us as a people, it was like I was proud of us in that moment, even though we didn't pull it off. But I was proud of us in the moment.
And it's sad to say, but all skin folk and kin folk. Yep. Everybody can't come to the promised land.
Let's talk about it.
If you can tell the difference between a fork, a knife, and a spoon, then you can tell the difference between being Black and being a coon.
Ain't that it? Ain't that it,
bro? Even here at Tubman, you know, actually the Underground Railroad went through parts of Indianapolis. Really? And so Harriet Tubman used to come through here. But even Harriet Tubman, she kept a shotgun on her.
Really?
Fun fact, she was the first Black woman to lead a regiment in soldiers in war. She was a veteran.
Really?
Yep. And she had today she would be classified as legally blind. And she still led the people to freedom, right? Wow. And she kept a shotgun on her. You know why? Yeah. Some Black folks, the coons, back in the day, they say Uncle Tom's, right? Yeah. The Uncle Tom's, oh no, I'm gonna go tell Master. They trying to escape. Oh no. Yeah. This good white man, no Master, he's good white folks. He give me food, he give me sleep, he give me everything and nothing about but everything I need. Now he's a good white man. Right. Here Tubman, wow.
You gone.
You got to get up out of here. We trying to progress Black people, right? Malcolm X talked about it. Yeah. The house Negro and the field Negro. Right. Due to European indoctrination and white supremacy, sadly, some of our people have fallen victim to that. Yeah. You can always love them from a distance. You know, we always got that one family member never get right. Yeah, that's very true. Love them from a distance. Keep praying for them, but you over there. Yeah. Because over here, we're trying to liberate the people. So yeah. Everybody can't
break the chain. Yeah. Can't break the chain. Say that for sure. But yeah, what are some things? Well, I would say this. What is your end goal with what you do?
The end goal of what I do, man, like, I don't care what your religious beliefs are. As long as you're an atheist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't care what your religious, spiritual, or political or whatever beliefs are. But I want Black people to be able to determine, have their own destiny, be able to own, operate, and control their own services and efforts, be able to think Black and subsequently be able to live a complete Black experience. Right. Like a lot of people will say, oh, that's racism. You try to bring back segregation. I say, I'm not talking about a social segregation. Yeah. If you have a white friend, a Hispanic friend, or if you want to go to a game, NBA game with a white friend, that's fine. Yeah. Go out to eat with a white friend, that's fine. I'm talking about a political, economic separation. Yeah. So we can control our own stuff. Why is it that Black people, when, oh, I need a brush, let me go to the Chinese store, the Chinese shop. Right. We going to Asians to get Black supplies. Exactly. Man. Why is it that when we go down the street to go get some gas, it's some folks from the Middle East somewhere? Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Why is it that the music industry, our music, that stems from Negro spirituals, African or Black plight, African or Black suffering, we came up. Every popular genre of music today originates from Negro spirituals, especially in America. Yeah. Why is it that non-Black people, whether they white, Jewish, whatever, the major heads of these record labels are non-Black or white, and they're controlling Black music, the messages. That's why hip hop, when it first came around, some people argue it was the late 70s, some say it was the early 80s, right? That's why the core message of hip hop is, I'm talking about mainstream hip hop, by the way. I know there's artists today that have a positive message to help,
but they are not being pushed.
They're not being pushed. Why do you think the negative message, the negative imagery, and the look of rappers is pushed so heavy? Because the top executives are not Black. Yeah. They don't understand the overall Black experience. They don't understand.
It just pays.
Exactly. They're in it for the money because it's lucrative, right? Yeah. That's why you have that shift when you look from the from hip hop first started in the late 21st century to now. Yeah. Because we used to control all the music, the message. That's why at first the music used to be about liberation, helping Black people, community, police brutality, come together, togetherness, right? Now it's talking about social chaos and destruction, drugs, sex,
amongst
alcohol,
our own people.
Yep. Being ignorant. Yep. Like, why is being ignorant so cool? That's because the folks at the top control the narrative now. We don't control it no more. Right. That's why. So that's one thing I want to be able to do, man. We just control our own stuff. Like every group of people controlling their own stuff. Yes, we can coexist, but we still should have things to call our own. Yeah. And own, operate, control as Black people. Yeah. Also, dope. Oh, appreciate you, man. Rest in peace to the mighty Black woman, Asha Shakur, man.
Explain it for me.
She passed away 2 weeks ago now. I've been quoting her ever since I read her autobiography in 2020. So I read her autobiography for the first time 5 years ago, right? Yeah. Her book, man, changed my life. Really? So first of all, she's the godmom of Tupac Shakur. Yep. And she changed her last name, she changed her name just like I changed my name. Because, you know, a lot of us, African Americans, Black Americans, if you research your last name, most of us, it connects to some type of European or Eurocentric origin because of slavery. Right. You know, the white slave masters' last name was Jackson, Jones, Anderson, Smith, Williams, so on and so on. They forced their names on us. So that's why a lot of Black folks today don't have African last names or Black last names. Yeah. It's Jackson, Jones, Anderson, Smith, so on and so on due to slavery. Right. So she changed her name to Asha Shakur because of that. That's why Tupac's, being Tupac's godmom, his mom was Afeni Shakur. Afeni Shakur and Asha Shakur were comrades in the Black Panther Party. Yeah. That's why. But her book was amazing. My favorite quote was, I'm paraphrasing, revolutions aren't built upon negotiations or any tokenism or compromise. Revolutions end systems. She was just a mighty Black woman, bro. I mean, wow. Asha Shakur, and I hate when they say she was an activist. An activist is trying to fix something within the system. Okay. She was trying to dismantle the entire system. Yeah. And create something new for Black people. Yeah. The autobiography was great. Page length wasn't that long. It's like 200 and something pages wasn't that long. Not too academic. Yeah. You can fly through it. But bro, I mean, she gave the ultimate sacrifice for our people. Yeah. Like when she got locked up and they would try to lock her. They were trying to hit her with charges for stuff. Say she robbed such and such bank, and sometimes it wouldn't even be they would come up with stuff.
Yeah, just to get her out of there.
Yeah,
just to get her away.
That's even of that name.
Yeah,
like they said, she shot and killed a police officer.
Wow.
When forensic evidence said that her DNA was on none of the weapons at the scene, and she had pre-existing injuries, so she couldn't even physically hold a gun.
Right.
They locked her up and put her in an all-men's prison.
Wow.
A black one put her in an all-men's prison. You know, in the movies where they put you in the hole, or they put you in the blackness, on lockdown.
Yeah.
They had her in there for so long that she was unable to speak. She forgot how to speak, bro.
Oh, wow.
Because they had her in there for so long.
That's insane.
And not just black people, it was some white folks that helped her as well.
Yeah.
Help her escape.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did she get out of there?
They got her up out of there. She fled to Cuba. Donald Trump in 2016 tried to raise the bounty for her capture. Yeah. And the new FBI guy, I think, what is his name? Something with a P. The weird guy with the eyes. Yeah. New FBI guy. He was saying, once you bet, we shouldn't be celebrating her and da-da-da. But she's a true freedom fighter, right? She's not an activist because she was not trying to beg the system to change. She was trying to demolish it and come up with something else.
Yeah. So going into the chat, Jay Moore said, "Long live the Queen," for sure.
For sure, brother.
And then we had another question. He said, "Ask him how it feels to be a black person in a white dominant society where when the people who are sworn to protect you try to erase you." Man,
it's tough, man. I mean, that's a question and a reality a lot of our pivotal notable black figures and leaders have faced, man. It's not easy. W.B. Du Bois referred to it in The Souls of Black Folks. That's one book out of the 200 I have. I've never been able to finish because it's such an old text that it's hard to understand what he's saying. I've been trying to read that book for like 7 years.
Really?
But one thing I understood off that book, he was talking about a double consciousness. Yeah. Being black. Like, of course we black, but then we got to kind of, have this white American type of view and behaviors. If we put it to connect it to today, like when we at the job, sometimes we go, oh yeah.
You got to clean it up. Or
we got
whatever.
to.
Yeah.
And it ain't cooning. It's just, it's code switching.
Yeah.
We got
exactly.
to.
Great word.
Yeah. To correlate to today, that's what W.B. Du Bois talk about.
Yeah.
A double consciousness.
Yeah.
What it really means to be an American. Some white people say, oh, America this, America that. Yeah, you can say that. But for us, it's different because what you glorify and support, that was kind of, hindering our progression. Right. It was depreciating or lessening our overall quality of life. So that's that double consciousness. Yeah. But being around like-minded individuals like yourself and other people that want black liberation, that's what makes it easier to be in a dominant white society, not just with population numbers, but dominant white mindset and a dominant white way of doing things. Yeah. Going to community events with folks that talk that black liberation talk. Yeah. Being around a community, involving yourself in a lot of different great causes and coalitions and stuff. Yeah. That's how you're able to do it. So you don't go insane. You're like, oh man, why am I the only person that's thinking like this? Is something wrong with me? Nah. Yeah. You gotta get around like-minded people, and then you'll be able to keep up the good fight to end the black plight.
Great answer. Let me see. Yeah. Thank you. So another one asks. Yeah. Ask him if he felt he had to conform to a white society as a black man growing up in order to fit in. Yes.
Great question. I mean, I hated being black when I was younger. Until I started reading Afrocentric and black focused books, I hated being black, bro. Yeah. I'm born and raised in Indianapolis. I went to IPS schools. Yeah. I went to the township. I went to School 79, public school. Yeah. Cold Spring, public school. I went to Cooker Creek Elementary. That was a predominantly black school back in the day. I think that's Washington Township. Then I went to a school called Mount Vernon. I went to Warren Central as well, predominantly black high school. Yeah. But I went to Mount Vernon High School as well. And I went to Mount Vernon for 5th to 8th grade. Then I went to Warren freshman year, half a sophomore year, then I went back to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is a huge culture shock, all white. Really? Fortville, Indiana. Wow. Number cornfields. Nowadays it's getting a little bit more stuff, but cornfields, all white. That is where my anti-blackness has started. I hated being black. Yeah. Culture shock. I'm in there 5th grade. 5th grade, we had baggy clothes at the time. I remember I had a shirt. All my shirts went past my elbows, baggy pants.
Right.
And I remember the white kids be like, "Why are your clothes so big?" And you know, when you're younger, you just want to fit in. Yeah. And you just want to be accepted and have friends.
Right.
You don't want to be eyeball. That's what it's like when you were a kid.
Right.
So then I remember I was like, man, I start, you know, wearing smaller clothes. You know, they were clothes like that were smaller. More tighter clothes. Short shirts,
Sperry's and things like that. I remember that era.
I used to try to dress like them to feel accepted.
Yeah.
I remember they said, "What you doing this weekend?" This one time, I said, "Oh, I'm about to go get a haircut."
Yeah.
Like, what hair? You don't have any hair. I had to fade.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would deliberately try to be rude and racist. Sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes they just didn't know.
Right.
Because they weren't used to being around black people.
Yeah, very true.
But it was sometimes they knew exactly what they was doing. One time they used to take the Sharpie and put it on my arm. Oh, you can't even see it. Like it was a lot of racist stuff. It was some good times too. Yeah. But the bad stuff, bro, had such an impact on me. Like I hated being black. Like I ain't even use no more black slang when I was a kid. I used to use white mannerisms in language. Because as a kid, you just want to be accepted. Yeah. But it was but yeah, bro, I mean, that's what started it for me. Yeah. But reading them books, I had my transformative journey just like Malcolm X, and that's why I am where I am now. I hope they answered the question.
Yeah, no, I did. No, you're doing a great job. Yeah. Okay, so we got another one. Ask him what was his moment or experience that made him think I gotta speak up.
So that's a great question because I started reading Afrocentric books in 2018. I didn't start speaking out, doing community events, having my products and services until probably like 2020, when, to be honest, I've never supported the Black Lives Matter movement itself, but I did support the cause and the reason for it. Okay. Even though I never really supported the way they did things. I supported that they were trying to fight for black people. Right. But it was the Black Lives Matter movement that I'm watching. I'm like, wow, man, fuck it. I'm about to do this shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I actually had the FBI. Okay, so it was only one time ordeal. I'm not on the run. I've never done anything illegal. But I got out the Army in 5 years. The military is 4-year contracts. Yeah. So I was like, if it's a 4-year contract, how'd you get on the 5th year? I had re-enlisted. Now I'm in Germany. I was in Germany for almost a year. I lived there for the military. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I really want to go all in on this now. I've been reading books. Now it's time to actually put what I've been reading into action. Right. And, you know, in the Army, you can't do that stuff. Yeah. Man. You can't be talking that black stuff in the Army. Yeah. So then, long story short, I got out early off of being a conscientious objector, and I'm a Muslim. And I said, I became a Muslim while I was in the military. And I said in the Quran, it says this and that. So then it was hard. Yeah. It was a hard case, but I got out. Honorable discharge. I didn't know that my second lieutenant, I didn't even know they could legally do this. He contacted the local authorities in Indianapolis because they see on your paperwork where you're from. Yeah. Told the local authorities that I'm a threat to society. Wow. And that I'm unstable, all this other stuff. I didn't know that until I tried to go to the gun store. You know, Second Amendment, I can carry. Yeah. You know, I ain't a felon or anything. I can carry, protect myself. Right. You know, have adequate and appropriate means of defense and protection. I'm at the store and I'm trying to buy this, you know, just a rifle. Yeah. And I'm like, why is it taking so long for my background check or whatever? Yeah, to go through. Yeah. And then they say, oh, you know what, how about this? We'll keep it on the side. We'll call you in a day or two if it goes through. I'm like, that's weird. I don't have no criminal record. Yeah, why can't I? Yeah, I'm like, why can't I? Right. So I go home. I get a call, right? And it says a Fisher's location on ID, Fisher's, Indiana. And I applied to some jobs. I might want a job. I answer, and it said 0. No, it was a regular phone number. You would think it would say 0000 if it's the FBI calling. Yeah. And it's Fisher, Indiana. It says, this Jamaal Nelson? And at the time, my name was Jamaal Nelson. I changed it to Jamaal Shabazz. Yeah. I said, yeah. It said, this is Jason Johnson from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I thought it was a prank call. I'm like, yeah, all right, bro. Bye. Get off my line. Right. Said, hey, don't hang up. We're gonna have to come to you. And I'm like, bro, what?
Oh, he said, yeah, serious now.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's really FBI. Yeah. And I said, no, I'm talking crazy. I'm like, man, F y'all, dude. Yeah. He said, all right. If you don't come to our station and answer some questions, we have to come to you. Right. At the time, I'm living with my grandma because I'm fresh out the Army. I didn't have an apartment yet. Yeah. Yes, I can't have folks. You know how these being black. Yeah. They see police and FBI at the crib. They're gonna think you snitching or something. Right. Let me go to them. Long story short, they said they wanted me to be an informant for Black Lives Matter, Antifa. What? And yeah, they said if I don't do it, then they gonna have to get character character statements from everybody. Got to ask people about me.
What?
They end up never doing that, but it's crazy. It's like, wow, I read about them in the Shah Shakur's, the tactics they do.
Yeah.
In Shah Shakur's autobiography, Malcolm X's autobiography, the COINTELPRO, Counterintelligence AZ, J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
But to really, that's the only interaction I ever had with them. But for that to actually happen, I'm like, wow, that stuff is real. And I'm not out here doing nothing crazy. I'm just doing community stuff.
Yikes.
Crazy, bro.
Man, that's a crazy experience, bro.
Yeah, and it's right, bro, the FBI is right. You know what Castle Mall is?
Yeah.
Bro, the FBI is right behind Castle Square Mall, behind them trees. I didn't know until I pulled up. I had to go. Right behind Castle Square. Crazy, bro. Right there. Out in the open.
Insane.
Crazy.
So let's see. Said, ask him if he felt the difference in how grown-ups that aren't his relatives treating him versus the others.
Can you ask that again? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, me either. Amir, you can ask it in a different way if you may.
Amir, Muslim brother Amir?
Yeah, he's a Muslim brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yep, he's a Muslim brother. So let me see. Give me your top 3 books that you've read of all time.
Out of my 200 books, collection of books, my plethora of Afrocentric and Black focused books, literature.
Top 3.
I say the autobiography from Malcolm X is #1. I read the book like 20 times.
Yeah.
I would say The Falsification of African Consciousness by Dr. Amos Wilson. And The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. That's my top 3.
Fire. I wasn't expecting for you to be that quick with it. So that means a lot to you. Let's see. Oh yeah, give us a little bit more about your app. I know you said something about your app, but we went back to your animated series. But yeah, let's hit a little bit more on your app.
So again, I'm trying to get some financial investors so I can get more of my physical knowledge self board games. Yeah, because that's what I'm most known for. Yeah. The whole point of my board game, which is the same thing as the app, is to laugh and learn as you venture through both Black history and culture. Rated from Black scene and doings, Black music, Black activists, revolutionaries, movie stars, rappers, singers, entrepreneurs, scholars, all the above. Yeah. So I don't have the financial capital now or funding to buy physical copies. So that's why I asked my app developer, say, hey, can you find a way to take the Black culture trivia and Black history trivia of my physical board game and make it accessible still, since I can't afford to get physical board games. So we turn it to an app. So now when you download my Knowledge of Self Trivia app, you can laugh and learn through Black history and Black culture. And there's a scoreboard on there, so you can see the score you got. Yeah. And it's free. I'm trying to get it available for Androids, but it's just hard getting on the Google Play Store. But right now my app is completely free. Yeah. On the iOS Apple Store. Okay. Yeah, Chad, we're gonna go over that as well once we get to the crib and get all set up, and then we'll go ahead and check out the app via stream as well. Yeah, Chad. So that's so dope. I be seeing folks online. I can say that. Yeah, Chat. Yeah, that's Chad. Hard. Yeah, there you go. That's hard. Welcome to the streaming world, bro. I hope that you're enjoying it, bro. Like a lot, bro. Thank you for bringing me in. No, this is fun. No problem. Yeah. Amir said, tell him I said alaikum salam. But he said, but I meant, while at school or in a mall, did he feel as if adults treated him differently because he was Black and not white? So I guess in a public setting. In a public setting, sometimes, you know how it is being Black. Like being Black in America is like you have a sixth sense. Yeah. Like, you know, you got feel, touch, smell, hear, and taste. Yep. Right? Yep. The sixth one for Black folks, we can just detect racism. Yep. Like we can just feel when racial awareness. Racial awareness. Yep. So I mean, it just happens, bro. Just whenever, wherever. Yeah. So I think all Black folks can attest to that. Yeah, that's a real thing. Especially like with me being in tech, I feel that every day. Every day. Especially you. Good example. I feel it every day. Yeah. Yeah. See, you're never supposed to know just as much as the white person. Ever. Even if you are the head of what you do, you will always be challenged. When being Black, no matter what profession you're in, you will be challenged. Yeah, because you're not supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to be there. At the end of the day, you just, I hate saying this word or call my people this. I take it out of my vocabulary. At the end of the day, to them, you just a nigga. Yep. It don't matter what position you in. It don't matter if they are intentionally doing it or not intentionally doing it. Yeah. You just a nigga to them. Yeah. It's just due to the moral fiber and foundation of Americanism. Yeah. That's how the social climate is. Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, and then he said this one is more of a personal level. If you would like to answer this, he said, ask him how he found Islam. Was he born into it or brought into it? So everyone in my family is Christian. Yeah. Baptist, Pentecostal, we got some Jehovah's Witnesses. At the end of the day, it's Christian. It's based in Christianity. I became a Muslim once I started reading books. I was noticing a lot of, and in all respect, I am not attacking anyone's religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Especially you.
Oh yeah.
This is just my interpretation.
Yeah.
And this is my specific, my specific connection to God.
Yeah,
There's
for
different
sure.
pathways to God.
Yeah.
But I'm reading books and I'm learning about things like holidays. I'm learning about things about Jesus was really black.
Yeah.
And how they used Christianity to justify the transatlantic slave trade, the enslavement of our people.
Right.
Even though there were some Muslims that enslaved our people as well.
Right.
But then I was like, man, I'm done being a Christian, man. And then I remember growing up in the church, I would ask people in the church, members of the congregation, the elders, questions, and they could never give me facts or logic to support the answer. I'd be like, hey, why do we do communion? It seems like cannibalism to me, and we're drinking blood and the body of Christ. And I'm not trying to attack it. Just questions I had. Yeah. And they would give me some theological and it wouldn't be suitable for me. I'm like, hey, I mean, why is it that Good Friday, we call it Good Friday. Yep. And that's the day Jesus died. But what? And you say he rose on the third day. If he died on Good Friday, 72 hours, there's no way he could have risen on the Sunday. Right. It was just so many things I had questions about. Yeah. And they can never give me an answer. So then I was like, man, I'm just done with Christianity. Long story short, I didn't find Islam until I learned about Malcolm X. Yeah. It's like, wow, Muslims believe in God. One God, monotheism. Muslims still believe in a lot of the messengers of God, Abraham, Moses, all of that. And it's things that connected to the black experience, like Muslims don't eat pork. Yeah. When we talk about soul food with black folks, right? Malcolm X helped me understand this because Malcolm X is a Muslim. Yep. Malcolm X is the reason why a lot of black folks, black Americans, know about Islam, especially when they're locked up. A lot of brothers and sisters pick up Islam when they're locked up. Yeah. But Malcolm X was talking about pork. We was talking about, we don't eat pork as Muslims, and Islam was truly for us because during slavery, a lot of soul food is heavy concentrated or consists of pork. Yep. Chitlins, neck bones, all that. Yeah. And it's bad for you. It's things like fasting. Yeah. Things like peace. Islam means peace in the Arabic language. A Muslim means someone who submits to the will of God. Yep. A lot of people say, y'all don't follow God, y'all follow Allah. What does God mean in Arabic? Allah. What language did Jesus speak? Aramaic. Really? He did. You could fact check. I always tell people, fact check me. How do you say God in Aramaic? Allah. Jesus' mom's name was what? Mary. Mary. Every time you see Mary, she's covered up with a hijab, right? Yeah. She always has a hijab. She's covered. Just like in Islam, right? Hey, he giving y'all facts. He giving y'all facts. And that's just the short boom, boom, boom I can give you. But man, but at the end of the day, it don't matter if you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, as long as you following the one and only God, man, you good, man. That's deep, good, bro. Yeah. No, this is great conversation. I knew this is how I wanted it to be ran. You're doing a great job, bro. Jay Moore said, "What's Brother Jamaal's Black Power / Liberation leaders Mount Rushmore?" Man, ooh, Brother Jason, mighty black man. Let's get into it. Hey, Malcolm X is my favorite human being of all time. God is obviously number one. And Malcolm X is always top. But go ahead. Go ahead. Malcolm X is number one. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I will put Angela Davis, Ashada Shakur, and one more. I know Mount Rushmore is about 3 to 5. It's 4? 4. Okay, 4. Malcolm X for sure. Angela Davis, Assata Shakur. Man. Marcus Garvey and Harriet Tubman. Dang, 5. Yep. You had Dr. Martin Luther King on there too. Martin Luther King too. It was hard because I had to limit it. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Because you didn't want to put every. Yeah, I get where you're going. It's hard, that's fire. Man. No, that's fire. I like that. I like that. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else did I want to hit. Oh, another subject. Yes, sir. Jamaal with 2 A's. Yes. Jamaal with 2 A's. And it's crazy that I was born with the name Jamaal. Yeah. And that's a Muslim name. Yeah. Islamic name. Yeah. So it's like, wow, mashallah. It was I was meant to be a Muslim.
Yeah.
And nobody in my family is Muslim, but I have a Muslim name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've only met 4 other people with my name.
Yeah.
And it's just a unique spelling my mama gave me. I mean, yeah, Jamaal, Jamaal.
Yeah.
You know,
fire.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Then I changed my last name to Shabazz. In Arabic, it means a mighty and glorious people. And a lot of people say, oh, if you got rid of your slave name and want to pick a black or African name, Arabic ain't African. Well, if you learn about the original Semitic languages, and the original Semites were either black, had the African genotype, or they had some color to them, right?
Yeah.
The original Semitic languages of the Semites spoke Arabic, Hebrew, Gez, or some people say Geese, and it's some other ones. But Arabic was one of those languages, so it ties with the people.
Fire. Another question. Ask him what's some things a young black man can do to start studying Islam.
Man, alhamdulillah, to start studying Islam, or I tell everybody, study all religions, man. Study all religions, see which one aligns with you more. You know, the monotheistic religions. You know, if polytheism is for you, I'm not knocking it. That's you. But I'm speaking for the monotheistic religions, the one God. Study Christianity, study Judaism, study Islam, study all of them to see which one resonates with you more. I picked Islam not only because of Malcolm X, but because it relates to the black plight. It relates to fighting for oppressed people. It's fighting for peace, truth, and justice. And it provides solutions to what we're going through as black people, and it gives you answers to things, to all the bad stuff going on in the world. So, you know, alhamdulillah, that's how I got connected with Islam, specifically through Malcolm X.
That's nice.
Because he's a Muslim,
yeah. Another question. So does all Muslim people change their last name, or did you, or was it just a you thing?
So even if I wasn't a Muslim, I still would have changed my last name. Just like
due to the cause.
Due to the cause, yeah. So Shakur wasn't a Muslim. I felt like ever since I learned the origin of a lot of our names, I felt like I was doing my people a injustice and a disservice by having a white man's last name. It felt like a micro insult and aggression when people would say, hey, Jamaal Nelson, even though they're not trying to be rude. It felt like, dang, man, I just feel like they don't feel right. I got a white man's last, and I didn't have the best relationship with my biological. He passed away 2 years ago. I didn't have a good relationship. Appreciate that, but you know, I didn't even know what he looked like. Remember, until I was 17, 18, because he wasn't around. That was another reason why. But all Muslims don't have to change their last name. There's 99 names of Allah. But you don't have to change your last name if you're a Muslim. Only if it's a last name that has a specific meaning that's bad. Let's say if your last name was Satan, or if your last name was evil. Like, okay, you gotta change it. But it's optional. I changed mine not only because I'm a Muslim, but I changed it because of cultural elements as well, not just religious. But you don't have to change it. It's optional.
Nice. Okay. And then another thing that I wanted to hit on. How did the opportunity come about to speak for what's the good brother's name? Mr. Muhammad.
Oh, Nuri Muhammad? Fun fact, a lot of people don't know he's from Indianapolis, Indiana.
I just learned that the other day.
From here. He actually has an event this Saturday I'm gonna try to pull up too.
Really?
Me and him collab because I remember I was in the military when I was researching. I wasn't Brother Jamaal yet. I'm just learning, researching. I would see him all the time. And I watched him on the Breakfast Club all the time. And he just randomly said, yeah, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I said, what? I've been studying this man and he's from Indianapolis?
Wow.
Come to find out his daughter went to school with a lot of my friends. And then turns out I didn't have the best relationship with my biological father. But one of the conversations we had, he said, you know Desmond? Because I shared with him on my page like in 2019. He said, who is Desmond? He said, this guy. I said, Nuri Muhammad? He said, that's Desmond. Because, you know, we changed our names. He said, we went to high school together. Then I asked my mama. She said, she went to high school with him. I said, what? So then I went to the mosque and talked. So he's in the Nation of Islam. They're still Muslims. I adhere to a lot from the Nation of Islam. I am more of an Orthodox practicing Muslim. Some Sunni. But I'm kind of Sunni and Nation of Islam. But they're still Muslims. But I remember I went to the Nation of Islam mosque and I heard him talk. I go up there and I said, hey, sir, I introduced myself. I said, you don't know me, but you know my mom and my dad. And I gave him a name. He said, you Keith's son to Lord your mama? I said, yeah. He said, wow. And it's just small. So I hit him up and I said, hey, I do this and that. He said, yeah, I've been seeing what you do, brother. And I just asked him, you never know unless you try.
Yeah.
Shot him a message, and now he supports my stuff all the time. I support his stuff all the time. We don't talk every day.
Yeah.
But we know of each other, we support each other. And he's a staple in the community,
it's
man.
Fire, man.
I say him, Nuri Muhammad, Pastor Johnson from Eastern Star, two consistent black leaders for decades in this city, bro. I give it to both of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite part. It's my favorite part of all of my interviews. Any words of encouragement, any advice, any good words that you just would, if you would have to just leave here today and just be like, this is what I wanted to let you know, and this is what I want you to know about me and of me. This is the game that I can give you. You lay it all on the line right here. This is your segment. So the floor is yours, brother.
Always study the history of a thing to understand what it is today. Always try new things, get in new environments, new spaces, around new people, try new things. Don't be scared to take a L. Not an L as in a loss, an L as in a lesson. If you allow yourself to be crippled by insecurities and for the fear of failing, then you're gonna succumb to it subsequently at some point in time. Keep going. I'm not the most financially rich brother. My pockets ain't deep, but I'm deep in impact. I'm deep in determination. I got my own app, board game, animated series, novel, community events, celebrities liking and sharing my stuff. They need to answer my DMs and emails so we can collab. But man, just do it. Just go and do it. I promise. I know it's hard. You're not the only one going through it. Life hitting everybody. But just keep going and always try to keep learning.
That's fire, bro. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you letting me on here and for letting the people have a blacktastic, thing like this.
We have to do this again now.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. We got to do this again.
I love live streaming now. So yes.
And then this is like my last and final thing.
Yes, sir.
In what ways can people support you?
Yes. You can follow me on Instagram if you search Brother Jamaal Shabazz, or on Instagram search MAAL317. Or if you just Google me, Brother Jamaal Shabazz. Brother Jamaal Shabazz, I'll pop up. Brother Jamal Nelson might pop up too. But Brother Jamaal Shabazz or Brother Jamal Nelson on Google, I'll pop up. I'm on TikTok. I got 10,000 followers on TikTok, 17,000 on Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter, whatever. If you don't remember my social medias, just Google Brother Jamaal Shabazz and I'll pop up.
Perfect. I appreciate your time, bro.
Mighty black man,
really
thank you.
Yeah, always, always, y'all. If y'all have any more questions, I will be doing another episode of this sometime soon. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna make it happen. This was great. This is exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Y'all know what it is, man. Brother Jamaal Shabazz, bro.
Show.
Brother Jamaal Shabazz on everything on all platforms, man. Go find the name, man. I appreciate y'all. This is Lilathon Day 15. Y'all, we're halfway through.
Lilathon.
We're halfway through. And I hope y'all have a great night.
Have a blacktastic night, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, chat. Hey, that's so